What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug. Welcome back to SVR 2010 on the Nintendo DS. Finally on that road to WrestleMania after winning the Royal Rumble. But it's Tuesday. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Who, me? Yeah, I'm talking to you, ugly. Gee, thanks. Come over here. Who got stuff in a locker in ECW? I was ambushed by someone, and when I came to, I found myself here. It was sudden, but there are a few things I recall about the assailants. Listen carefully and tell me if anything rings a bell. First, his voice was kind of raspy. No mistake about that. He also spoke very highly of himself. Very egotistical. What else? If you heard him in a conversation, he probably wasn't alone. Unless he speaks to himself often. What else? I also recall him saying something about being jealous of something. Be jealous. Sounds like Morrison and The Miz. Those punks! I'll get them for this. By the way, can you open this door for me? It's kind of stuck and won't open. Open the door. Who's in here? Jack Swagger. Ah, did I scare you? It's Jack Swagger. I've used this opportunity to recreate myself. The new Jack Swagger. I don't have time for this. I have to get them back. Okay. I got them back real good. That was quick. It's a good thing I remembered my assailants. Steel taunt card. That was interesting, but okay. We did that. John Morrison, you just got thwomped by Jack Swagger. Be jealous. I'm John Morrison. Yeah. Alright. He said it again. Be jealous. Gotta get our daily dose of ha. Chris Jericho in the hospital. Brush your teeth before you speak to me. On second thought, just don't talk to me. Ever. Again. So those were the strange noises from the ECW locker room. And we still had this hornswoggle thing that says, what's he up to now? So we never saw John Cena unless that match we had yesterday counted as part of that mission. I don't know, man. There isn't exactly an actual quest thing here where it tells you when you've completed quests, so that's, unfortunate. Okay, Friday Night Delight. Hey, good job in the Rumble. Who could it be? Matt Hardy. Taking down 3 top superstars like that? Wow. Of course, if I drew 29 or 30. Anyway, at first, I wasn't sure about Triple H bringing you to SmackDown. But I know you're the real deal. I'm D'Lo Brown? Look at the real deal now! Whoop! My success is my own. Triple H has nothing to do with it. Sounds like you want to take him on for the WWE Championship. Yes, I do. Phone's ringing. Pick it up. Come on now. Slug, come to the GM's office right now. What, no hello? Just hurry. Now, there should be a show in between Rumble and Mania, so there should be another pay-per-view before then. What could those consequences be? We shall see. Jeff Hardy backstage before I head and hurry to the GM's office. Hey, no matter what you read or hear, just be yourself, man. It's the only thing any of us can do. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Okay, Vicky, what you want? So what you want? I've heard there may have been some funny business regarding your Royal Rumble victory. Do you care to explain to me what you were doing before the match? I don't know what you're talking about, Vicky. And you ain't got no proof. I've been told you illegally traded your lottery number, which Triple H told me to do. The conspiracy deepens. I let you into SmackDown when you had nowhere else to go. I could have gone back to ECW. You've embarrassed me, yourself, and SmackDown. I'm going to hold a meeting to decide the extent of your punishment. Wait backstage until I make my judgment day. So basically, Triple H was afraid of my meteoric rise. He knew I would win the Rumble by any means necessary, so he sabotaged me, and therefore is not going to have to face me, basically. That is his whole master plan. Big Show, Shelton Benjamin. I don't know, man. I don't think he's the kind of guy that would cheat to get a better number. Well, I'm telling you, he's that kind of guy. And to think he won the Rumble as a result. Look who it is. I don't even want to see his face. I'm leaving. Big Show, but there's pizza right there. How could you leave? How could you leave all that food sitting right there, Big Show? Come on now. Shelton. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You can't prove it. Phone's ringing once again. Alright. Okay, Slug. I've decided you'll serve your punishment in the ring. It's a wrestling show, so I would hope so. Who's it gonna be? Will it be The Undertaker? R-Truth. That's the punishment? R-Truth? Really? Uh-oh. Is it a gauntlet match? That's the question. Slug is guilty of deception and trickery on becoming of a SmackDown superstar. For embarrassing the great SmackDown brand, I want to make sure he understands the gravity of his offense. Tonight, he'll run the gauntlet against R-Truth and Shelton Benjamin. That is a lame gauntlet. 2 guys? Really? Like 5 or 6, sure, but 2? That's not much of anything, really. Alright, whatever. That's what's up. Welcome to Thursday. Y'all know what time it is. People over there, what's up? If you feel me, stand up and say what's up. And unfortunately, we had our fears confirmed, and I will say rest in peace to Shad Gaspard. They did recover his body, and they got closure there at the very least, but once that whole thing started, and you made it past the first couple of hours, that was kind of what a lot of us assumed was going to happen, because the ocean is unforgiving. It is a tragic, terrible loss of life, and thoughts go out to his family and friends and anyone who knew him. Just real rough stuff all around. Why does Truth... He came to the ring with a microphone, but wasn't actually doing his animation for the... whatever. So it is Thursday, which means that NXT and AEW were last night. A-Dubs was the go-home show for Double or Nothing, happening on this Saturday on Fight and BR Live and wherever else you get your pay-per-view experiences. And so, what important happened last night on AEW? Well, you opened with Brody Lee, and Moxley was fighting 10. And as you might expect, Moxley defeating 10, right? And then, I'm gonna snap his arm if you don't give me back my title. And that didn't happen, so he used some chairs and broke his arm, or whatever. That was the thing there to open the show. You had MJF versus Marco Stunt. What you might expect that match to be. Styles clash on R-Truth. Rolls through. No rope break. That's cool. I'll take it. Video game. I will take it. Truth. I missed the super kick pate. There was an in-ring promo thing between Jake the Snake and Arn Anderson, 2 absolute experts in the business at the promo game. Enjoyed that quite a bit. We got a video package vignette from Pac. Man, I missed that bastard. It's been too long since we've seen him in a ring, on TV, in any capacity. Man, he's stuck in England, and that sucks. Bring back the bastard. We had Orange Cassidy taking on Rey Fenix after that assault last week. And the end of that match is kind of inconsequential, because what happened afterwards was a lot of the guys who were in that casino ladder thing got out there and got involved, and perhaps some injuries to maybe Phoenix and maybe Cassidy. I've been hearing perhaps a number of injuries on Dynamite last night, and you're this close to the show for Saturday? That's not good. Definitely not good. So some of them risks they were taking are perhaps a bit high for what this show was. And on the Dragon Suplex, the first step of the gauntlet, I did it. Let's now fight Shelton Benjamin. Alright, one down, one to go. The gold standard is in the building. 1-on-1 versus Shelton. Now, I get no cards. And that's no fun, because he has cards, and I don't. Unfair advantage. Shelton Benjamin, I don't like it. Now, the other injury that may have happened was during the Statlander, Shida versus Nyla and Britt Baker match, which saw them suplexing Nyla into the corner on top of Baker and may have just put all her weight on that knee and may have injured her knee for real. We don't know yet, right? But that is the current speculation on that. And I don't think Britt is booked for the show on Saturday, so that's at least fine, right? It's going to be Nyla and Shida, so... But still, you don't want any more injuries, especially when you've already had injuries to Dr. Britt Baker. That was followed by a new segment with Sean Spears, which is the Sean Spears News Network thing, much like the Randy Orton News Network thing that they did years back, right? And basically it was set up as a challenge to the natural Dustin Rhodes for Saturday. So that match is booked. The card's getting filled out here, because obviously this is the go-home show. But they also announced, next week, we're going to have a Battle Royal. And the winner of that is going to face whoever ends up winning that TNT Championship on Saturday between Cody and Lance Archer. So look, I love a good Battle Royal. Especially Fallaway Slam. Especially when that has actual implications and stipulations and a reason to want to win for top guys to be in there for that new mid-card title. So I'll be curious to see who ends up winning that next week on Dynamite. And Shelton here putting in the work. Putting in the work post-show on your boy. And the main event was Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, versus a broken Matt Hardy, Damascus, whatever. And Matt Hardy wins that match. He beats Sammy, which devolves into a brawl that has his field to help build towards that Inner Circle Elite thing, that Stampede match that's going to have a ring at the 50-yard line, which is hilarious, right? And guess who's finally back on the show? The Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page, who ran down the entire field in boots because he's a cowboy. So that was fun. And that was a brawl to end the show to help build towards Saturday. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. Oh my god, Buckle Bomb! Don't sting me here, Shelton Benjamin. I don't need that in my life. Crossface Chicken Wing, Mr. Bob Backlund, to you. Alright, so NXT opens with Karrion Kross doing a squash match, and out comes Ciampa, and they confirm that's going to be a match happening at In Your House between those two. So looking forward to that as the major debut here for Kross, because all he's done so far on NXT is squash matches. Fine, sure, I get it. New monster heel, makes sense, right? Next up in the Cruiserweight, the interim Cruiserweight was Fantasma versus, the amazing spinning F5 there onto Shelton Benjamin. Fantasma and Tozawa. And that was the finals of that block. And Fantasma wins that match, and guess what? He's going to be going to the finals versus somebody we don't know who yet, because I'll get to that here in a second. Now, there was a Shotzi Blackheart on a tank vignette here. A bit cringe for my tastes. Just, I guess the dialogue mostly was, not feeling it. And also, if you're going to be on a tank in any capacity, in an actual field where you have tanks running in fields, and you're not going to fire the cannon, then why even bother? Like, running over crushed cars that were already crushed and not firing the cannon is just a waste. To me, anyway. Our SmackDown GM is furious with Slug. Apparently, he traded his number in the Royal Rumble. But is that even illegal? I will make it legal. I don't know, but it looks like Slug's suffering will continue next week. Find out what else Vicky has in store for Slug on next week's SmackDown. $8,000 for a gauntlet match. Sure. Double the work, double the money, right? Well, well, well. Monday Night Raw locker room. What do you have? Unbelievable! How does a guy like you have so many titles? Unbelievable! It's a CM Punk dance. It's real funny to me. Alright. You wanna fight? You wanna go? What? Don't look at me. It's all your fault. Where you running, Cody? To AEW? What's happening here? Uh-oh, here comes Eve. Oh, great. You are just the man I wanted to see. The GM's in a panic. Apparently a superstar was... Yeah, alright. I said I'd help. How did... Let's go. Let's do it. I don't care. Thanks. Head to the arena. Is it gonna be Cody? Like, yeah. Uh-huh. That is a weird way to trick me into doing that, because I kind of didn't want to do that. So, whatever, man. It is what it is. And we're here, and we're doing it. So, Mia Yim had a squash match. Sure. Fine. Roderick Strong fought Dexter Lumis and defeated Dexter Lumis by a out-of-nowhere pinfall. And then here comes Undefeated Era, and here comes Velveteen Dream, who's not off the show, despite those allegations. So I guess that all got cleared up somehow. I don't know, right? So, you had Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch squash Everrise pretty quickly. I guess they're going to build them as the next challengers for Imperium, who are your new tag team champions. Drake Maverick fought Kushida in this interim cruiserweight deal. And Drake Maverick, with the surprise out-of-nowhere roll-up, people like you need to pay your dues in life, if you will. It's hard times. People like me just take what we want. My father is Dusty Rhodes. I know. We know. And as young as I am, I've already surpassed every one of his achievements. I mean, no? Because, Cody, you have not been world champion, and Dusty was world champion. I'm sure at some point you'll get there, but as of right now, nah. Ain't happening, Cody. So, Drake Maverick, Kushida. Drake Maverick won that match. What are they doing with a guy they've released? He's supposedly fired and is still under his 90 days, and they're using him, right? But now, next week on NXT, it's going to be a triple threat match. So Kushida, Atlas, and Drake Maverick in that match to see who will fight Fantasma in the finals of the interim cruiserweight deal. And again, if there was a crowd for any of this, Maverick would be the biggest freaking babyface reactions ever at the moment. But there isn't, so, you know, there's that. But man, if they do all this to just have him lose and then let him leave, what was the point of any of it? The story they are telling with Maverick, to me, says you have to have him win that match and win that belt. Like, why else would you do all of this, go through all of this trouble to have him just not immediately lose all of his matches and then go away? Like, having him win, giving him a chance is the weirdest booking if he's not actually re-signed in secret. And if he is re-signed in secret, that makes him look like even bigger scumbags for turning the whole thing into an angle. Like, but that's wrestling for you, so I'm not surprised. Main event, Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, and out comes the Queen, and then there's a DQ because of shenanigans, and guess what? My guess is that In Your House will be a triple threat match for that NXT Women's title. That makes the most sense to me, but it's not announced just yet. But yeah, that was that whole bit of weirdness at the end of NXT. So, you know, they're building things. They have a few weeks here before In Your House happens, so things are being built. Styles clash on Cody Rhodes, the 3-star general. Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count, Cody. Let's get you some. What's that? Oh, the Randy Orton punt. You should be very familiar. You were in Legacy. Here we are. Here we go. Again, ×2. Another clash of the champions. 2. And that's not enough. We are so close, Cody. You're gonna eat that slug sploder, and that's gonna be all she wrote. So get your sorry self off the ground. Really? Off the ground and deal with the power of the attack slug. Yes, you will. It's hard times. Pin you. 1, a 2, a 3. And I'ma head myself to the pay window. What's wrong? Did you get injured? Are they dating now? What's happening here? Do you want me to check you out? Yes, of course. No, I'm fine. It's cool. Alright. Hi, Eve. Bye, Eve. Here, take this. A Cody Rhodes card. So was that all just to help him and Eve get together? I'd love to take her out sometime. Alright there. Don't tell Brandy. And that, my friends, wraps up our Thursday here on the program. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. See you next time. I'm attackslug, saving, and I'm out.